Good morning. Uh, this is the third class of function, I think. So we are continuing with square root functions. Yesterday what we have started square root function, that we are going to continue. So if I am talking about fx is equals to square root of x in the domain is x is greater than equal to what I told you yesterday. That means I can consider the value from 0 onwards to infinity. Suppose if it is reciprocal of square root function, if it is reciprocal of square root function, if x equal to 1 by root x, then I cannot take x value is equal to 0 here. What I could able to take here, that is not possible here. Because if the denominator becomes 0, the function becomes undefined, the output becomes undefined. So what I am doing here, only I am taking x is greater than 0. So domain is 0 to infinity, range is 0 to infinity. Now comes, suppose if I solve a question related to this, a simple question I am taking, if x equal to 1 by under root x minus 2 x plus 3. If this question comes in the numerator, then x minus 2 x plus 3 greater than or equals to 0. As it is in the denominator of a square root function, and that's a square root function, so it is only greater than 0. That means x minus 2 equated to 0 gives you the value 2, that gives you the value minus 3. So minus 3 and 2, open interval you can see, open interval. All the x coefficients are positive, so this is positive, negative and positive. How come it is positive? 2 to infinity you take a value, that's 3, 3 minus 2 positive, 3 plus 3 positive. This is a positive, negative and positive. So I will go to the positive part, that's my solution. This is my domain. Now next comes here, another question which consists of numerator part and denominator part both. So complete square root. 16 minus x square minus 25. Find the domain. So what I did, I factorized it. 4 plus x, 4 minus x plus 5, x minus 5. Then equate all these values to 0. To get the values, what I am going to substitute in the number line. Minus 4, 4, minus 5, 5. Ascending order, replace the values. Here you can see minus 5, minus 4, 4, 5. If I take a value between 5 to infinity, that is 6. 4 plus 6 positive, 4 minus 6 negative. This is positive, this is negative. I can take any value between this. This is positive, this is negative. So the whole part becomes negative, remember it. Then I took 6. 6 plus 5, 11, 6 minus 5, 1. So this is positive. Negative by positive is negative, so I am writing a negative. Then 4 to 5 you take 4.5, positive. 4 minus 4.5, negative. Positive, again negative. Negative, negative, that gives you positive. So positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. And what I have to hold inside the square root, I cannot take negative values. I have to take the value either greater than or equal to 0. If it is in the numerator for the domain, if it is in the denominator, I have to consider greater than 0 only. Okay. So the denominator values are minus 5 and 5. You see that I have given their open interval. I given the open interval because it is only greater than 0. In the numerator values, the numerator points are 4 and minus 4, where I have given closed interval. And I will go to the positive because I need this value to be positive. So positive, positive. This is my answer. You see the brackets also. That's the answer. Okay. Next we will go for modulus function. Next one is modulus function. Fx is equals to mod x. Whenever a modulus question, already this we have studied in linear inequalities. So you will get again some hints here. Whenever a modulus function is there, equate it to 0, that gives you the partition value. Its partition value is 0. So that is yours minus x when x is less than 0. Plus x when x is greater than or equals to 0. Clear? That means in the number line, if I look at 0 is the partition value, 0 right hand side it is positive, and 0 left hand side it is negative. This is x, this is minus x. This is for the modulus function. So what is the domain? Domain means what values I am considering a number line. Domain is R. I am allowed to take all the values, greater than 0, less than 0, equal to 0, everything. Then comes your range. Range, you know the modulus value cannot be negative. So, but if I replace 0 here, I am going to get 0. So range is equals to 0 to infinity. Now next thing is the graph. It gives you two parts here. One is y is equal to x and one is equal to y is equal to minus x. This condition when x is greater than or equal to 0. This condition when x is less than 0. Just for your help I am giving you first time. Then without this minus 1 minus 2 you can do it also. When I consider the value greater than or equal to 0, I take 0, 0 is 0, replace 0, you will get 0, 1, you will get 1, 2 you will get 2, 2.5 you will get 2.5, so this is a straight line from here. Alright, then y is less than 0 means suppose if I consider minus 0.1, that gives you plus 0.1 because you are taking minus 0.1 and already minus is there, so minus minus becomes plus. That is the job of this minus sign. Then if I take minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, plus 1. So this is the graph. This is the graph of y is equal to x and this is the graph of y is equal to minus x. This is the graph for modulus function. Now related to this, some questions will solve now. Find domain, range, draw the graph. Find the domain, range and draw the graph. So when I write down f(x) equals to mod x minus 2 equated to 0, that gives you x equal to 2. So minus x minus 2 when x is less than 2, the partition value. When positive x minus 2 when x is greater than or equals to 2. Okay, done. Clear? Domain, what I considered less than 2, equal to 2, greater than 2. That means the number line, if it is 2, I have taken this side and this side. So domain is R. What's the range? What is the range now? The range is, if I replace x to 2, that gives you 0. So 0 is the minimum value. So range is 0 to infinity. Now comes the graph. The graph is divided into two parts. Y is equal to minus x minus 2. X is less than 2. So that gives you x plus y is equal to 2. X plus y is equal to 2. So if I draw the graph, line graph of x plus y is equal to 2, that gives me 0 to 2, 0. You replace x equal to 0, you will get y is equal to 2. Replace y is equal to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. If the modulus sign is on x variable, the graph will never come below x-axis. That's the point to be noted. As modulus is on x, the graph will never come below x-axis. The partition value is 2 here. So draw a parallel line near partition value. Draw a parallel line to y-axis at partition value. Alright? 0 to 2, 0. 0 to, this is 0 to, this is 2, 0. Draw the line dotted line again. This is not complete graph. I am just telling you how to draw it. This is, alright? Similarly, if you want to extend it, no need of extension because it is not go beyond that coordinate. Then comes here, other one, y is equals to x minus 2. X is greater than or equal to 2. Minus x plus y is equal to minus 2. The points are x0, y minus 2, y0, x2. This is the point and minus 1, minus 2. That means if I draw this graph like this, so I will remove it. This is my graph now. Y is equals to x minus 2, y is equals to minus x minus 2. This is the complete solution. Alright? If I get a complicated graph of modulus function. Fx is equals to mod x plus 1 plus x minus 3. If I get the question is 1. Domain, you have to find out the domain, range and graph. Find the domain, find the range and draw the graph. So how to do it now? Ready? First I will write down about the modulus functions. X plus 1 minus x plus 1 plus x plus 1. This is the way to write down. Whatever is the modulus, put it in negative, here it is in positive. Then what is the partition value? Minus 1. Equated to 0, you get the partition value. X is less than minus 1, x is greater than equal to minus 1. Then x minus 3. X minus 3, x is greater than equal to 3, x is minus equal. X is less than 3, x minus 3, x is greater than equal to 3. So I wrote it. Then go to number line. The partition values are minus 1 and 3. Minus 1 is the partition value for mod x plus 1. So its right hand side it is positive, left hand side it is negative. It is the partition value for x minus 3. This is positive. This side it is negative. Clearly you can see that minus 1 is the partition value for mod x plus 1. Left hand side it is negative, right hand side it is up to this positive. 3 is the partition value for x minus 3. This side it is positive and here it is negative. Now first I have to generate the function. Fx is equals to, the number I divide to 3 parts here. The first part, x is less than minus 1. Second one, x is less than 3, greater than equal to minus 1. Third one, x is less than infinity, greater than equals to 3. Now first term, x is less than minus 1, I am standing in this term. You can see extreme left all negative. I have told you. This is negative, this is also negative. You can see minus 1. When I am standing in between this, I have not crossed any partition value. When I have not crossed any partition value, both are negative. When I stand in between this, means minus 1 are covered. If I am traveling in between this, that means I covered minus 1, so this will become positive, this becomes. When I come to this one, both have traveled. You see, when I am reaching to this interval, both have covered, so both will become positive. So in the first one, I write down both negative, x plus 1, x minus 3. Second one, x, this is positive, this is negative. Third one, both positive. Let us solve it now. That's your minus 2x plus 2, x is less than minus 1, greater than minus infinity. Other one, 4, x is less than 3, greater than equal to minus 1. The third one, 2x minus 2, x is less than infinity, greater than equal to 3. Alright, so domain. First one is domain. I am considering minus infinity to infinity. All the values I am taking. Domain is a range. Range will be 4, but just 4 to infinity. Just wait for a while. Why it is 4 to infinity? I will take it to you. Let's come to the graph. That will clear for you. Alright? I could have drawn the graph directly. I draw a parallel line at 4, then I draw the equations, the lines. But you will not understand it, so you need to understand it clearly. Later on you can do step that way also. That means you can see from minus 1 to 3, minus 1 close interval, x equal to minus 1 close interval and 3 open interval. The value is 4. That means here you give a close interval, here you give a open interval, and join the straight line. Then between -1 to 4, -1 to 3, sorry, -1 to 3, the value is 4. You can see that's the line we have drawn. Then from there you can see that x is greater than or equal to 3. Here you can see x is greater than or equal to 3. X is greater than or equal to 3 means this graph will lie x is greater than or equal to 3. This side of the line, x-axis. This x is less than -1, it will lie this side. Or let's suppose if I draw this one, y is equals to 2x minus 2, x is equals to 0, y is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 0, x is equals to 1, 1 0, 1 0, and y coded 0 minus 2. 0 minus 2 will be somewhere here. So if I draw it, it will pass through that one. This is my graph. Y is equals to 2x minus 2. Similarly, if you go with this one, it will pass through this point and the graph will be like this. Y is equals to minus 2x plus 2. So, now if you see what is the range, when I am going for the domain means on x-axis where I am traveling on x-axis this side, the graph is going, that means I am traveling to this side. The graph is going that side, I am traveling to this side. So minus infinity to infinity, domain is R. What's about the range? The graph is not coming below 4, it is always above 4. You can see it is passing y-axis up to point 4, then the graph lies above 4. So I have written the range is 4 to infinity. Then comes the signum function. This is a mixture of two functions. This is a combination of two functions. What is that? F is equal to mod x by x, x is not equal to 0, and 0 when x is equals to 0. That means not equal to 0 can give you two values there. Less than 0, greater than 0. Not equal to 0. If I ask you, do you have 100 rupees? You tell me, no sir. That means my thought process is that you don't have 100 rupees means you are having less than 100 rupees. Why can it? You may not have a change. You may have 500 rupees or 200 rupees or 2000 rupees. That may be possible also. So same condition applies here. X is not equal to 0 means either it is less than 0 or it is greater than 0. So less than 0, you tell me a value. Less than 0, tell me a value. 5 minus 5 modulus by 5 minus 5. That gives you 5 by minus 5 minus 1. If you take, no sir, I want to take some other value. Minus root 2. Less than 0, I'll take minus root 2. Minus root 2 modulus by root 2. Minus root 2. Because denominator is not having modulus. So that gives you root 2 by minus root 2. That equals to minus 1. So any value you take less than 0, that gives you minus 1. You take a value greater than 0, x greater than 0, suppose 7. Mod 7 by 7. That equals to 1. 15 by 15. Mod 15 by 15. That is 1. 0.2. Modulus by 0.2. That is equals to 1. Any value take greater than 0, that gives you 1. And this is an additional condition. Don't combine this condition here. This is separate condition, this is, and they are mixed to form signum function. And at the point 0, it is 0. So what is the domain now? If you look at the whole function, what is the domain? I am taking all the values. Less than 0, greater than 0, equal to 0. Domain is R. What is the range? Whatever you do, you are not going to get any value other than this. These are the only three values. I am trying everything, I am getting only these three values. So range is fixed here. -1, 0, 1. -1, 0, 1. Then how the graph will look like? Alright? If I take any value greater than 0, any value greater than 0 means greater than 0 I am taking. Open interval. That means I cannot take the value 0. If I take 0, I will get the value 0 because that is given to you. At the point 0 it is equals to 0. You take 0.1, the value is 1. 0.2, value is 1. 0.3, value is 1. 2.5, value is 1. 3, value is 1. 9, value is 1. So, open interval this side. A parallel line to x-axis at the point 1. Why at the point 1? You take any value that equals 1. It's a parallel line. Then take a value less than 1, less than 0. Minus 0.1, value is minus 1. Minus 1, value is minus 1. Minus 1.5, value is minus 1. This is the graph of signal function. Alright? In the examination, they may ask you question related to this. Look at the question carefully. Fx equal to mod x minus 3 by x minus 3, x is not equal to 3. What kind? They may ask a question like this: what kind of function it is? Find the domain and range and draw the graph. Find the domain and range, draw the graph. So the question is x minus 3 modulus by x minus 3, x is not equal to 3 because 3 is the partition value. In the previous case in the signum function 0 because 0 was the partition value of mod x. Then 0 at x is equal to 3. Again if I take a value greater than 3, suppose you take a value greater than 3, 3.5, 4, 7, 7 minus 3, 4, 7 minus 3, 4, 4 by 4, 1. That means you take any value greater than 3 that gives you 1. Less than 3 consider the value 2. 2 minus 3 modulus is 1. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Minus 1 by 1 gives you minus 1. So you take minus 6. Minus 6 minus 3 minus 9. Modulus is 9. Minus 6 minus 3 minus 9. Plus 9 by minus 9 minus 1. So that gives you again minus 1. X is less than 3. 1. X is greater than 3. 0 at x is equals to 3. So domain range same. Domain R range minus 1, 0, 1. What's about the graph? There will be a little change in the graph. The partition value is 3. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1. This is minus 1. Draw a parallel line at 3 the partition value. Alright. The graph will go this side. The first part x is greater than 3. Here it will go at minus 1. This side. And at the 0 is the graph. This is the origin shifted to 3 because the partition value is 3. Okay? So, thank you for today. Some more functions are left, some difficult functions are left. Next class we will be doing it. Then we will start the exercise. Once we finish all the types of functions. So what you do, just revise this kind of functions. If you are having book, you go through the book also, you can find out these functions. Then one by one, after finishing all, we will come back to the exercises. All the exercises we will do. Thank you.